My name is Al Edmondson.
My name is Chavez Moment.
Howard Foster.
Ben Ali Stewart.
With my brother-in-law, Mike Foster.
Howard Warner.
And I'm owner of the Esquire Hair Design in Hilliard, Ohio.
I'm the director of the High State Barber Board.
I'm the owner of Barber's Own Barber Studio, located at 3719 South High Street.
I'm owner of the Cut Above the Rest Barber Shop, located at 346 North 20th Street, Columbus, Ohio, on money-earning Mount Vernon Avenue.
I've been barbering officially licensed 11 years, but I've been cutting since I was 13, 14 years old.
I've been on the board for 10 years as the director.
34 years.
When I came, I saw a friend that had a barber shop. I saw the freedom. I saw the ability to be able to be my own boss. I had an accounting degree, so I was my own boss, and I was able to touch the community. So that's what made me do it. I was able to do two things.
Always enjoyed the atmosphere of the barber shop, and when I got out of high school, it's something I always kind of wanted to do,
During the time that I was young, my dad cut my hair until I started. My first job was actually sweeping up hair in the barber shop for $5 a week.
It was fun hanging out and listening to the stories, and it's always nice. The community activity, the barber shop is the mecca. It's where it all happens at, and politicians would come in and they would hand out their matches or pencils and whatever, and trying to get elected to office, and they would always pull the barbers as to who's doing what.
But the barbershop became a meeting place over the years where the people of the neighborhood, even when they moved out, they would come back and they would carry on conversations about things happening around the city, around the different areas.
Everybody that lived around there came in our shop, and we talked sports, politics, everything you could think of was talked about in there. But it was a professional atmosphere, but there was a lot of fun about it.
One good thing that I can give advice to is to anybody thinking about becoming a barber, you have to be committed. Committed to the profession and willing to go over and beyond if you want to be a successful barber.
Well, it's a fantastic field. It provides self-employment opportunities. You don't see any barbers laid off. It's been a business. It's been ongoing. It's one of the first professions, and it still is a great profession. And the future looks very good for barbers. And I always say in barbering, there's a four-letter word, and that's W-O-R-K, work. And if you get in there and work and enjoy it, it's just a great life.
Be dedicated, because in this industry it's a lot of dedication. We reap a lot of rewards that a lot of individuals don't get to reap, but it's a lot of work. Be prepared to work, and be prepared to give back to your community, because your community is what's going to sustain your barbershop. And if you don't reach back and give to your community, it's going to be real hard to be successful in the barber game.
When you think of what a barber is, we're the one person that can touch a fellow person. We can put our hands on somebody without somebody, what are you doing? But when that person sits in your chair, you really don't know how much influence you have on that person.
You call your appointment in and you get in and out, and it's just, it's a good feeling to know that it's an establishment that's been around this long in this neighborhood.
A barbershop is definitely a resource to the community. If you watch the TV, you'll see any of the major insurance companies, and they'll film occasionally in a barbershop, and you'll see a lot of ads come out of barbershops, because the barbershops is really where a lot of the happening is.
When you go into the barbershop, it's all your social status, all your economic status, everything you're doing goes out the window. When you come in the barbershop, everybody's on an equal plane.
The barbershop is where all the problems of the world can be solved very easily, because everybody that comes in there has a different perspective and a lot of knowledge that they don't always share until they get into the barbershop.
So when you really look at the barbershop, it's the cornerstone of the community, of all communities across the country, and it will continue to be the cornerstones of the community for years to come, because we can't be replaced. We can't be replaced by computers, we can't be replaced by machines, and there will always be a barber and beautician somewhere in some city, some town, somewhere.